As we're here like always, and this just popped up randomly on my feed. I've watched Watch Mojo for years, but I don't get a lot of recommendations on your main screen of YouTube. Like, it's not usually something that's recommended to me usually, and I subscribe and watch to a lot of different channels, a lot of reactions, and just everything else. Big fan of Jim Carrey. I grew up watching him. Love almost all the movies he's been in. Maybe like one or two I didn't. 23 was definitely up there as well. Of course, Ace Ventura and Nature Calls. I didn't even really get what that meant when I was a kid, when nature calls when you go to the bathroom. Of course, this is Me, Myself, and I. No. Is this Me, Myself, and I? I thought that movie was Me, Myself, and Irene. I think that's what it is. Me, Myself, and Irene. I think that's this. Yeah, this is just a weird, this was a weird movie. I believe that's the name of it. I don't know. But this randomly popped up on my recommended. And I'm like, Jim Carrey? Oh, heck yeah, I'll watch that, sure. And so here we are, just the top 10 unscripted Jim Carrey moments that were left in the movie. He's just great, man. He does a lot of awesome stuff, and I'm really excited. So with that, let's just get into it. Check it out. See what it's all about. Oh, boy. We know it's going to be good. Watch Mojo and Jim Carrey. We got it. Also, for any more of these top 10 lists, check out Watch Mojo. The link will be down in the description below. And, yeah, just top 10 lists, check out Watch Mojo. They have a lot of them, and a lot of good ones, too. Like, the majority. I don't want to say, a lot, like they have some bad ones. But I'd say 95% of the stuff is something I'm always going to be interested in, which is pretty rare for a channel. Like I said, let's get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. I'm also very tired. Sorry.
Kisses? Daddy. See you later. Love ya.
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unscripted Jim Carrey moments.
I never watched that
were
movie,
left in the
actually.
movie.
Wait. Let me do that one more time. Give me the line again. Quickly, while it's fresh in my mind.
Oh, you, pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. And our pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang loves us too. Hi.
Oh.
Just keep it kind of loosey-goosey.
For this list, we're looking at reported Jim Carrey improvisations that proved so funny, directors could not bear to cut them from the movie. Do you know of any others that we missed?
Oh my God.
Be sure to let us know in the comments.
That when he's doing the balloon animal, that reminds me of, I think it's Ace Ventura, when he's like, no, it's liar, liar, and he has the tinfoil and goes, it's a goose. And that's a blooper. It wasn't in the movie, I don't think. No, but it was a blooper. Oh, so good.
Comments. Alrighty then, let's get to the list.
Oh, please.
Number 10, Dr. Robotniks Dance, Sonic the Hedgehog. Jim Carrey
great
as
movie.
Dr. Robotnik was an odd casting choice to say the least, but
It
it
worked.
resulted in a fun performance that allowed the actor to revisit his over-the-top roots.
Yeah.
The comedian was given free reign to ad-lib on set, and by the end of shooting, Carrey wasn't sure how much of the actual script made it into the movie.
I'm in charge. Is Major Ben charge?
Carrey's most uproarious improvisation comes in the form of a dance sequence. While analyzing one of Sonic's quills, Robotnik cuts loose with choreography that only Carrey could come up with on the spot.
Evil grows in the dark, and the sun it never shines.
It was reportedly Carrey's idea to include the song Where Evil Grows, remembering it from his childhood.
See, that's a Canadian band. I came up with that song from my childhood, and it actually turned out to be a band from Vancouver.
Carrey's assistant Nicole also fed him a line when Agent Stone shows up with lattes.
I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk.
What do I look like, an imbecile? Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them!
This video is brought to you by the new Motorola Razr. The flippable, pocketable icon is back, and this time it's 5G ready. Discover more at the link in the description. Number 9, On 9, Me, Myself, and Irene. Playing a character with a split personality, Carrey was even more unpredictable than usual in Me, Myself, and Irene. On multiple occasions, he caught his co-stars off guard. One such example is when Carrey's Charlie asks his 3 teenage sons for a kiss goodbye, which apparently wasn't in the script.
I gotta get out of here. I don't want to have to bust a cap. Kisses? Daddy. See you later. Love ya.
In another instance, Irene and Charlie's other personality, Hank, decide to ditch their vehicle. Ready to shove the car off a cliff, Hank tells Irene to push on the count of 9.
Ready? On 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Why not the count of 10? It doesn't really matter since Hank counts down in barely a second. Carrey came up with this line, and you can tell from the bewildered look on Renee Zellweger's face that she was not prepared for it. Number 8, The Cellist's Arm. Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Just don't let me catch you with an animal in here, that's all.
All right. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Loser. Carrey was heavily involved in the production of Ace Ventura, contributing rewrites to the script and injecting numerous moments off the top of his head. Infiltrating a party, Ace does everything in his power not to blend in. As if his eccentric wardrobe and personality weren't enough to draw attention to himself already, Ace goes out of his way to pull on a cellist's arm. This causes the musician to hit a wrong note, but Ace just keeps walking without skipping a beat.
Oh, look, honey. There's the hors d'oeuvres.
Carrey threw in this random moment without preparing anyone, least of all the cellist. Even when given the most straightforward direction, Carrey can't resist sprinkling in something extra.
This scene is...
I'm gonna execute a button hook pattern super slow-mo.
Oh, hold on.
Resist sprinkling anyone, least of all the cellist.
I love that scene.
Even when given the most straightforward direction, Carrey can't resist sprinkling in something extra.
I'm gonna execute a button hook pattern super slow-mo.
Number 7.
I miss this
Hello,
movie.
Clarice, the cable guy.
Come on,
Oh, yeah.
Chitty. Talk to me.
This movie's bizarre.
Tell me where you're not gay.
If we had
He
to
looks so
single out
young.
the 2 most horrifying characters to come out of the 90s, they would undoubtedly be Hannibal Lecter and Jim Carrey's cable guy. Okay, maybe we're exaggerating when it comes to the latter, but Chip Douglas does borrow a page from Hannibal the Cannibal in this scene.
Dost have thou a mug of ale for me and me mate? He has been pitched in battle for a fortnight, and has a king's thirst for the frosty brew, thus thou might have for thus.
At a medieval times restaurant, seriously, why aren't there more of those? Chip asks Matthew Broderick Stephen for his chicken skin. Draping his face in the skin, Chip imitates Hannibal's gruesome disguise from The Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again.
You can tell that Carrey improvised this moment based on Broderick's reaction. As Carrey covers his face with poultry, Broderick is unable to maintain a straight face, visibly breaking on screen. Number 6, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Once again, Carrey had the creative freedom to go wild as
God,
Ace
I love this
Ventura.
movie.
Fulton
Both of them.
Greenwald is completely unprepared when Ace decides to take a shortcut. Likewise, actor Ian McNeice wasn't expecting Carrey to suddenly burst out singing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Having forgotten his lines, Carrey ad-libbed with the theme from the Dick Van Dyke musical adventure.
Oh, you, pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. And our pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang loves us too. Hi.
Way to make an already stressful situation even more unhinged. We're not sure what's more impressive, Carrey's manic improvisation skills or the fact that McNeice didn't break out laughing. Director Steve Odekirk chose to keep the scene since Carrey and McNeice managed to stay in character throughout. As Carrey hits the song's final note, however, McNeice can be spotted cracking a smile as he covers his ears.
I don't know if that's really a smile, but alright.
Number 5, Directing Max, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
As
the Grinch, Carrey concocted much of his dialogue, including his 6:30 dinner line.
5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. 7 o'clock, wrestle with my self-loathing. I'm booked.
Arguably his most elaborate ad-lib took aim at the film's director Ron Howard. Before heading off to Whoville, the Grinch attempts to get his dog Max into character as Rudolph.
If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead.
He does this by channeling Howard, even donning one of the director's signature baseball caps. What ensues is 100% Carrey poking fun at Howard's directing methods. Howard wasn't offended by Carrey's imitation of him. On the contrary, Howard found it so hysterical he couldn't leave it out of the picture.
Brilliant! You reject your own nose because it represents the glitter of commercialism. Why didn't I think of that? Cut, print, check the gate, moving on.
Of course, Howard had to cut some of Carrey's more adult-oriented ad-libs throughout the film to keep things PG. Are we the only ones who want to see an R-rated director's cut?
Taxi!
No.
Number 4, Meeting Count Olaf. Lemony.
I know they showed all the movies, but are we going to get... they showed all the movies throughout the... I don't know why they do that. I'm not a big fan of that. I liked it to be more of a surprise, I guess. But I didn't see the Riddler from Batman. Maybe that's just all improvised? Who knows?
Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
I've never actually seen this
comedy
movie.
has too many improvised moments to keep track of, but Carrey's introduction as Count Olaf is definitely a highlight.
Well, hello, hello, hello. I am your beloved Count Olaf.
Although he acts as if the world is his stage, Olaf is ironically a horrible actor. So when Olaf asks Klaus Baudelaire to repeat the line he just said, it seems to be on brand for the character.
Your left side is the good one.
In reality, Carrey forgot his next line and decided to spin his mistake into comedic gold.
Give me the line again. Quickly, while it's fresh in my mind.
Our parents just died?
A confused Klaus thus says his line again, prompting a more shocked reaction from Olaf. Between the performances and the editing, this unscripted moment plays out seamlessly. Carrey is a method actor, and even when drawing a blank, he can stay true to his role.
The idea. Anyway.
Number 3, that one's for free. The Truman Show.
Yeah,
Believe
classic,
it or not,
baby.
it was Carrey's performance as Ace Ventura that convinced director Peter Weir to cast him as Truman Burbank, one of his most dramatic roles. Weir also came to appreciate Carrey's improv talents, which can be seen in the finished film. When Truman talks to himself and the audience in the mirror, Carrey added an extra bit of whimsy to the moment.
Is he looking at us?
Jesus, do you think he knows?
As his character pretends to be an outer space explorer, Carrey took a piece of soap and drew a helmet on the mirror. Apparently, there was another take where Carrey sketched a dress, although the astronaut attire best illustrates Truman's desire to escape from Sea Haven Island.
I hereby proclaim this planet Trumania of the Burbank Galaxy.
Okay.
Gonna go?
Hallway camera ready.
That one's for free.
Kind of ironic that Carrey would later play a man on the moon.
I hope you don't take everything I did in there seriously.
I haven't actually seen this one
It's
either.
just part of the show.
Number 2. Sorry, wrong pocket. The Mask.
Okay.
When Stanley Ipkiss first transforms into the cartoony Mask, he has some fun at the expense of a local street gang by setting up a balloon animal booth.
Get right up here! Don't be shy! Nobody likes a Beth Leatherhead! Move it!
After making one gangster a giraffe, the Mask reaches into his pocket and accidentally pulls out a soggy, used balloon.
Now. Sorry, wrong pocket.
Oh, wait, we just realized that was not a balloon. There goes our childhood innocence. The moment is only made more hilarious when you consider that Carrey apparently came up with this bit. Talk about being a master of improv and prop comedy.
I'm personally disappointed in the lack of Batman Forever on this list, but that's fine, it's whatever. Anyway, we have some honorable mentions before we get to our number 1 unscripted Jim Carrey moment that was left in the movie.
Losing Lisp, the cable guy. Carrey forgot to speak with a lisp and rolled with it.
You're gonna have to do better than that, Steven! Steven? Steven! My lisp is gone!
An epic fail or an epic success? How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Everything was supposed to fall off when Carrey pulled the tablecloth. Scenes with Milo, the Mask. Many of Carrey's scenes with the dog were ad-libbed.
Remember how I taught you not to jump up on people? Forget all that. Okay, come on. Come on.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, the most annoying sound in the world. Dumb and Dumber.
Hey, I guess they're right. Senior citizens, although slow and dangerous behind the wheel, can still serve a purpose.
I'll be right back. Don't you go dying on me.
It shouldn't come as a surprise that Carrey was entirely responsible for some of the funniest lines in this cult comedy classic. While exiting the hotel lobby bar, Carrey injected Lloyd's priceless reaction to landing on the moon, which had been old news for 25 years by that point.
No way.
That's We landed on the moon!
Carrey's most notable contribution, however, comes during an already obnoxious car ride. Stuck between Harry and Lloyd,
Oh, it is.
hired goon
That's the guy that fucking that plays Lex Luthor, the voice actor. I forgot about that guy.
Mental
I
is
think.
on the
Oh wait,
verge
no,
of
that's not
cracking.
him.
So naturally, Lloyd tries to
Nope, wrong guy. It was the side of his face.
ease tensions by making the most annoying sound in the world.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
This was all Carrey's doing, and it's easy to spot the look of uncertainty on Jeff Daniels' face leading up to it. Daniels also joins in making the sound, but not before cracking up.
Only Jim Carrey could take something that annoying and make it that funny. Anyway, be sure to let us know in the comments if you know of any other unscripted Jim Carrey moments that were left in the movie. Or come talk to me on Twitter or Instagram at Rebecca Brayton or on my YouTube channel.
Do all that
See ya.
stuff. Do all that awesome stuff with the Watch Mojo guys and girls. Hey, that was pretty good, man. I was, I mean, I could watch the best of bloopers, whatever, of Jim Carrey all day. It's just there's so much, and it's like my childhood, and it's so good. It really is, and I've been such a big fan of just the stuff that he's done. There's only 2 movies in this list I haven't seen. For whatever reasons, I just hadn't seen them. Maybe as a younger kid, I was more picky and stuff like that. I can't believe I thought that guy was the guy that voice acts Lex Luthor. From the side, he looked like the guy, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, there's just so much, man. There's just so much that he's done. It makes me want to go back and watch Ace Ventura 1 and 2. Like, those are really good, man. I forgot about the 2-2 football scene with what's her face. That was pretty good. And the cello thing, I didn't know that. I remember that scene. I remember him doing that. And Courtney Cox, man, she just played with it. It was really good. She's great too. But with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. See what everybody I'm doing next. Later, guys.